He's going to give up the lead, and now we're just fighting to hold on to second.
Oh,
big crash!
Turn one.
Oh my, that's the huge impact. Gotta think he got hooked in the left rear to turn at that angle with that impact. Oh, he did. I think there was contact with Alfredo and just got turned like the opposite. We talk about like a right rear hook. Oh, we just heard those guys talking about what a day they had. I can't, the wall, how much it moved. You see the frustration inside the car there.
I have to be one of the worst race car drivers to ever touch the sport. So sorry. It's just embarrassing.
And we're going to have to fix that before we go back racing. Have to push that wall back together. You saw how they were tied together and that fencing all stayed. And you mentioned it, Parker, like it's almost like hitting a safer barrier. It's the same concept, but the thing about these walls, they're sticky. You know, you get into those in the car, and that's part of what shreds the car. And also as they split apart, starts to tear the car apart. You see they're already up there trying to get a look at that. The radiator was laying, if you look just in the middle of your screen, right next to one of those pace trucks, that's the radiator out of that car laying in the racetrack. It's ripped the splitter bar out, all the mounts for the radiator, the hoses you see right there. There's some brake duct hoses. That's the oil cooler in the radiator that we saw Corey Day replace earlier today from the manhole cover getting launched in his car. So great to see these guys getting out of these cars and walking back.
William Sawalich.
Watch Anthony Alfredo is on his outside. You got to think Mayer is going to slide up maybe a little bit here.
He hits the inside wall.
Oh, he does.
Yeah. Oh. Awful hit, and that's why he was referencing disappointed in himself, right? That's a mistake as a driver. You pin on yourself for misjudging and causes this horrible angle, the outside wall, and of course all these cars behind just have nowhere to go.
Yeah, and that wall on the front stretch, Sprint Cruise, you see a little bit of damage there on the left side of your screen, but the wall on the front stretch, it goes farther than what you've, I mean, I feel like for all the laps we ran yesterday, every time you're like, man, it just goes farther around than what you think it's going to.
And it pays to be close to it. But remember, you're sitting on the left side of this car. There's a whole side, the right side of the race car that you have to judge. Oof.
I don't think that looked as bad as what I know it felt inside of the car. Those just, oh.
19 cars involved in this crash on the restart. 6th yellow of the day.
He just catches it late around the corner. And those are tougher to judge, right? You're on the left side of the car. You have to know how far wide your car is, and you're as a race car driver, you know, but you're also guessing a lot of times. And you cut as close as you possibly can. There's fruit there to be had if you can get right near that wall, and the closer you can get to it, there's more grip.
Poor Anthony Alfredo. We just heard them come on, talk about they've had this epic points day, going to go out and try to win the race, and had a car capable of that. He's just, man, on the outside, Mayer comes across his nose. He gets into that. He has a big impact as well.
Yeah.
And then all these guys right here, you see Pardis on the brakes trying to slow down. Not only do you have speed, but we saw that radiator and oil cooler get ripped out. All of that fluid gets on the racetrack, and you come around there, and even though you're trying to slow down, you just hit ice on the racetrack. You have no, I mean, just nothing you can do about it.
See Jeremy Clements there, 51, breaking the all-time starts record in series history today. Start 5:48. Going by Kenny Wallace and some of the key players involved here. I mean, you know, we talk about Brent Cruz, Austin Hill got a piece, Sheldon Creed riding again with Mayer.
Right move to take your hands off the wheel, and that.
Well, there's wrecks where you're like, I think I'm going to save it, and then there's these, and you close your eyes and hope for the best.
And you know the field's oncoming, so you know there's going to be hits coming from all angles.
I'm telling you, the angle. I don't know that I've ever seen a wreck, an angle that bad at that high a speed. I'm shocked it didn't knock the wind out of him. Like when we heard the radio communication, you heard his frustration, but I also got to think that the impact, the force that takes on your body.
Riding with Sammy Smith.
Here we get our view from the 21 Austin Hill.
One thing to note as you watch that wall, it's not a perfect radius. That wall is, you know, that wasn't there when we got here, when we first did the track walk, and it's jagged a little bit. And you're trying to time that out, as you mentioned.
Just to give you a reference, you're following the car in front of you. You don't have visibility of that, especially when you're lower. Sam's making a guess there as he follows Retzloff. He doesn't have great sight line. Did you notice that Austin Hill also hit it? He followed Sam to that position because you're referencing off the car in front of you, judging off them because you can't quite see. You don't have great sight lines. And so it almost cascaded. Austin Hill got away with it. Sam didn't. But that's how close you're cutting it and how bad the visual is for the driver at that point.
Everyone is basing the inside off the car in front of them, and you're just assuming that they're going to make it through there.
Our sixth caution of the day has turned into our second red flag. Here's Carson Quapple radio.
They just showed his roof camera. It was about 2 inches from wiping you out. Glad he missed. If you saw how far that wall moved, you're definitely glad he missed.
In all, 23 drivers involved in this crash.
Be easier to show you who wasn't in it than who was.
There's going to be plenty of souvenirs and carnage for the fans to take home with them.
But 9 of the 12 that were involved were above the chase cut line when the day began. Let's hear now from Sam Mayer.
Yeah, Adam, Sam Mayer checked and released from the Infield Care Center. First of all, that was a brutal hit we saw you take. Are you okay?
Yeah, I mean, first off, I just want to say sorry to everybody in the field. I'm looking at the people who are involved in the crash, and it's literally everybody. So just sorry to all the people that have to put work in now because of my mistake. And, yeah, just brutal, and definitely hate that for everybody. The Audubon Chevy was really good today, and I mean, what am I doing? I got to be better. I got to be a lot better, and I'm going to learn from this. I'm going to be better. Got to stay locked in no matter what happens to you, and just keep moving forward, you know. So, yeah, I'm going to sleep this one off, but got to be better in the future.
Driver errors are tough to deal with. I can tell you're visibly upset, but what do you think led to you making that mistake there?
It's just the visuals are hard here. With not having an inside catch fence, it's hard to see the inside wall when you're following people. So just not putting my car in the right place, unfortunately. And I was conservative all day with that, and I knew that it was just getting down to crunch time, and I had to be a little more aggressive on restarts to not get put 3 wide. And I felt like I was going to have a pretty decent run because the 99 didn't get that good of a restart. So we were going to be there, and I just got a little too aggressive, and it bit me today, and obviously got everyone else involved. So I hate it for everybody involved, hate it for these Haas Factory boys. Yeah, I'm going to have to go around the whole garage and apologize, and that's never a fun feeling.
Thanks, Sam.
Thank you.